Buenos dias, Natalie. Thank you for joining us today at Business Spotlight. Today, I'm excited to introduce Natalie Land, the co-founder and director of Seaham Vets, which is a veterinary center near Newcastle upon Tyne, and they love pets. So, Natalie, welcome.
Thank you very much. Hi, it's lovely to be here. It's nice to speak to you.
That's great. So, Natalie, tell us a little bit more about how you ended up doing what you do and for how long you've been doing it.
Okay, so myself and my business partner, we were originally lecturers in animal care and veterinary sciences, and we decided that it would be a really good idea to start to open a business, to open a veterinary practice and to offer training services to veterinary nurses as well. So we found a veterinary practice for sale and decided to just go for it and jump in. And
Well
10 years
done.
later, we are here and we are thriving and we're doing very well. So it's been a fun journey, shall we say. It's had some challenges, it's had some ups and downs, but overall it's been fantastic.
Well, it's great to hear that you say there were challenges and ups and downs, but that's what running a business is
It
like.
is.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And Natalie, was this something you always wanted to do?
Veterinary nursing was from a young age. I always wanted some career with animals. I was going to go probably horses back when I was little, like every little girl wants a horse and a pony. But small animals is where I'm at, and it's been fantastic. My whole career with animals has been brilliant, whether it's been involved in sort of veterinary, whether it's been sort of lecturing and teaching and educating people, or sort of owning the practice and helping people and staff, clients, the whole lot. It's been fantastic to be involved in it all my life.
Brilliant. And going through COVID, obviously you were pre-COVID, during COVID and post-COVID, you survived it. How did COVID affect your industry and your business?
It was very hard. It was very challenging. It was that whole the Royal College, obviously our governing body, they were, you've got to stay open, you've got to provide a service, but then looking at, we had a very small team. We are just a little independent, so it was trying to get people to work and how we work, not having clients coming into the building. So we would have animals coming in and then we would ring the client that was in the car and ask them questions. It was very difficult. A lot of people did use COVID to sort of reevaluate their lifestyle and reevaluate what they want to do. So people left the industry. It was a very difficult time. I'm going to go for every industry, for veterinary industry definitely. But we've got through it. We've made some changes in practice, the way we work. Our consults may be a little bit longer. People still have the opportunity of having consults outside if that's where they feel a little bit more comfortable. We have a large yard, so it is nice and airy. But yeah, it presented its challenges, and I feel
Yes.
we got through them. We did.
Brilliant. And many business owners I talk to, a common thing that keeps coming up is recruitment. Yeah, exactly. So getting the people you want, getting talent and keeping talent. How are you finding it in your area?
It's difficult. It is really difficult. We're the northeast of England. I think vets coming over into the UK tend to migrate maybe towards the bigger cities. So we don't obviously have that kind of pull. And as I said before, a lot of people did leave the industry as well. Recruitment is super difficult. It really is. I'm going to say probably it's the same as every other industry. I think the nursing team and the team that we have, I think if you educate them and mentor them and show them that support, that they do stick with you and they thrive. And I think sometimes it is about giving your staff that little extra responsibility and sort of seeing where they want to be and letting them take hold and run with that. If you've got somebody in your team that's wanting to go further, if you support them and help them to go further, it's going to make your team better, and then you retain them. And then they're not going, okay, I've done this for a year, I'm a bit bored, where do I want to go now? It's more, okay, I've done this for you, now can I do this? Or Natalie, is it able, I'm really interested in behaviour, can we go down that route? Yeah, by all means, go and research it, let's see what we can do. So I think it's a supporting, empowering your team, and getting them to work with you rather than you dictate. And I think that's what I've learned a lot as an employer.
Yes.
Going slightly off tangent on your question,
Yes.
But I think it's more about empowering the team you've got to make them want to be with you and want to work with you rather than just being dictating of this is X, Y, and Z. And I feel that's helped us in recruitment by going, right, okay, we're not just a bog standard come and work for us. It's a, come and work for us. What can we offer you? You know what I mean?
Yes.
What do you want? What is it that your
Yes.
ideal job is? And it's trying to tailor the job to the person rather than go on, this is
Yes.
what we offer, come
Yes.
here. So
No, that's brilliant. And what is the biggest attribute you are looking for when you recruit somebody?
their attitude. And I know so their attitude of how they are. I think with anybody, you can say, okay, I'm a qualified nurse or I'm a qualified vet or I've got experience doing this, and you can have anything on paper. You really can. But
Yes.
to come to us, I think it's your attitude of what are you like? What do you want to achieve? What do you want out of this job? And are you going to work with our team? Our team's very small and they've got to fit. If you don't fit,
Yes.
it doesn't work. So I think it's their attitude of why they want to do the job they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's not just a case of, oh, I want to be a vet nurse because animals are cute.
Yeah.
Okay, that's lovely, but what is it about that? What is it that you want, sort of thing?
Yes.
So let everyone's attitude into work.
Yeah. It's interesting you use the word attitude, and that's a common trait. People want candidates with great attitude.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you can train skill,
Yeah.
but if you haven't got the attitude, it's
Got nothing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You can have everything on paper, and we get people through all the time. And going back to lecturing days as well, people come in, they go, oh, I want to be a vet nurse. And like, that's fantastic. Why? And they go, because I love animals. Like that's great, but you need that something more. What is it about it? What is it about the job that you want? And what is it that you can bring to us? And it is the attitude. It's, as you say, you can teach skills, you can educate them and say, right, okay, we're going to do this, or this drug does X, Y, and Z. This would be great for animals with arthritis. You can educate people, but if they haven't got the right attitude and the enthusiasm behind them, got nothing. Your team's nothing. It sounds awful, doesn't it? But yeah.
Brilliant. I love that. And looking ahead in the business, what are your plans for growth or expand? What are your plans for additional services?
Yeah, I mean, we've expanded. I'm going to say already over the past 10 years, we've done extensions and brought in new equipment and things like that. I would like to see over the next 2 to 3 years, we would definitely like to get out into the community more. Our veterinary practice, like every veterinary practice, is, your animal's poorly, you come to us, we tell you what's wrong, we give you a diagnosis, we give you treatment options, and you go on your way with antibiotics, whatever, and everything's tickety-boo, and that's great. I think we would like to go more down the road of, right, okay, let's get ourselves out in the community, let's educate our clients that little bit more, come and sort of have a talk with us about vaccines. Why are vaccines so important? What's actually in the vaccine? Do you know what I mean? What are we giving your animal, and why is that important for you?
Yes.
I think the more you can educate your clients and sort of using the team to sort of utilize their skills and talk to people, then the more on board they are. And I think the more knowledge people have, the better it is overall. You can come to us with a healthy pet and say, okay, can you just check over this? Or what is it about, neutering? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Why is it good? What are the benefits of it? And I think it's all about trying to create that, knock down that barrier of, I just got the vet when my pet's ill, and just trying to educate people a bit more.
Yeah. Well, I always say an educated client is a great client.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's brilliant. So tell us what's been one of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome in the 10-year plus journey you've had?
A few. I think when we very first started off, we were one of, and I still believe maybe one of very few practices that are owned purely by veterinary nurses. We don't have a vet that owns us. It's myself and Suey. We're both qualified veterinary nurses. And I think that initially posed a few challenges of a few frowning faces, shall we say. It's not the norm. We were, again, a bit outside the box and a little bit unique and a little bit different. Recruitment has then always posed a challenge, shall we say, over 10 years of getting the right staff in the right jobs. And then I'm going to go clients. Clients have been lovely, but again, it's that educating, and they can come in and they can be told something and then they go away, and maybe that we're not following through enough, and that's maybe our fault. Maybe we need to follow through that a little bit more with educating our clients on things. Yeah.
Well, in terms of in recruitment, I've got a book here. Let me see if I can see it. Well, it's called Instant Teams by Brad Sugars. It's called Instant Teams. I'll send you a I'll email you later on, but it's a building a team, a high performing team. So you'll get a few golden nuggets from that.
Wow, thank you very much.
Now, what will you tell? What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
Oh my goodness. Do exactly what you did. Keep going. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let doubt crawl into your mind, and go for it. I think sometimes people, younger people, you might not have the mentors, or you might not have the support behind you of people saying, oh, you know, you're great, and yes, what you did there was fantastic, and you doubt yourself an awful lot, especially when you're a lot younger and you don't have world experience, do you? So I think it's more a case of, you know, if it's a belief in your head, you go for it. You'll find the support on the way. It might not always be where you think it's going to be, and support comes from lots of different places. But yeah.
I heard in a podcast the other day, the journey of a business owner is a marathon, really. It's not a 100-meter sprint, it's a marathon.
No, it's not.
And, yeah, well, you've gone through that. And you can imagine like going, I don't know, from Manchester to London, and it's all pitch black, and you're at night, it's all dark, and you're in your car with the headlights on. Now, will you know how to get to London just seeing 200 years ahead of you with the headlights on and everything else pitch black?
I'm going to go theoretically no. Practicality, you keep going. The lights are there, you can see just in front of you, and you keep going.
Correct. You only need to see the next 200 yards.
You do, yeah. You do what's in front of you. You have a plan ahead. Your plans, you're going to get there, and you will.
Yeah, brilliant. No, I love that analogy. Excellent. So just to wrap up, Natalie, what do you have any news or offers you would like to share with the community out there that may be watching this interview?
My goodness, millions. We offer everything. We're a little independent practice. We're never going to get away from that, and we don't want to. We offer a wide range of services for all small animal pets. We do laparoscopic, so keyhole surgery in-house. We do an awful lot in-house that I think people don't quite realise, that everything's under one roof. But I think I would say to our local community, look out for us. We're coming out there. We're coming out to educate you. We're going to sort of be out there in the community, giving talks and things. Come along, come and speak to us, say what we've got to say, ask us questions, find out things for yourself.
Yes, and I can see the way you speak about you and your business, that how passionate you are, and that transmits. So yeah, I can see you love what you do. Yeah, brilliant.
I do very much. It's tiring. It's every day, but I love it.
Brilliant, Natalie. Well, that's it's been a real pleasure having you on board with us today at Business Spotlight, and for sharing your experience, wisdom, and candor with us today.
No problem. That's been lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.